Guys, I have been looking forward to this trip for over a year now and it is finally here. So let's fly to Hong Kong and see what a day on my plate looks like traveling for 18 hours. So our flight was at 11:40 in the morning and I was absolutely starving when we got to the airport around 8. So it was straight to the Cathay Lounge. Thank you very much, Mum and Dad, for guest passing us in to see what goodies we could find. The spread was pretty mega. There was your classic breakfast bits, hot and cold, but also a made-to-order Asian food section with like dan dan noodles, dim sum. So I knew I would be coming back for that in due course. But plate one had to be an English brekkie, not gonna lie. I had a hankering for hash browns, so I was a little bit sad there were none. But let me tell you, that omelette was gorgeous. And how sad can you be when champagne is on tap? Not at all, I tell you. Now, some of you may or may not know this, but I am a very nervous flyer, so whether or not you agree with this, I personally knew a fair bit of alcohol was in my future to ease my nerves, and honestly, it worked a treat. So just please bear that in mind and don't judge me for it. Thank you. Anyway, obviously, had to get some dim sum before we left, and it was actually incredible and has made me so excited for all the good food we're going to eat this week. Basically, we're here to celebrate both my mum's 60th birthday and Christmas, of course, because my brother and sister-in-law moved out here 5 years ago, and I've not been back since 2019, so I am so excited to re-explore and of course, share lots of what we get up to. But back to the food. Does anyone else love plain food as much as me? For dinner, I chose the black pepper beef and rice dish, which I will say was a 7 out of 10, but the rest was sadly not giving too much. Other than the Haagen-Dazs brownie ice cream, I definitely need that again in my life. We are about 4 hours into the flight at this point, so although it is 2 p.m. London time, it was 10 p.m. Hong Kong time, so we sort of just had to force ourselves to get ready for bed. I stuck the Polar Express on and managed to sleep through the entire thing, and then not again for the rest of the flight, which was fabulous, but meant that I was awake when the snacks came round, so I grabbed some palmiers and chocolate, which was lovely. Then a couple of hours before landing, aka at 4 a.m, they served up breakfast, and you know what? Not terrible. And somehow, by the time we got to our hotel, I was hungry again. So I grabbed a 10 out of 10 coffee and a smoked salmon bagel, which I inhaled before we were reunited with my brother. And most importantly, I met his dog for the first time. What a day. And now it's nap time.